Hey guys, Blade Blabber here today. We're going to be doing a review of the Zero Tolerance 0350. Very heavy duty and high quality knife from Zero Tolerance. Let me get over specs first, like usual. Blade length 3.25 inches. And it has a DLC coating, which stands for diamond-like carbon. I'll talk about that later. It's a great coating. And the steel is S30V. Let me wipe the blade off here. You can see my camera will focus in. Zero Tolerance 0350 S30V Ken Onion design. I love the Ken Onion design knives. They are really great. Anyway, back to the specs. The handle is 3.5 inches, and it has a G10, and overall it's 7.75 inches. So it is a decent sized knife. It's not a small knife by any means. And the weight is 6.6 ounces. It does have Kershaw's speed safe opening. So basically what that means is once you get it started a little bit, a spring takes it the rest of the way. I generally don't like speed assisted knives. You would rather just, if I want to go fast, I'd just go automatic. I either just want to go automatic or completely manual. I don't know what it is, I'm just not a fan of spring assisted. Probably because I carry automatics most of the time, and using a spring assisted knife, it just seems slower than an automatic. But so I either go for just an automatic or a completely manual knife usually, but I actually don't mind the spring assist on this knife. It comes out hard and pretty fast too. The blade is S30V, so it's a very high quality steel, and it does have that diamond-like carbon coating, which is really great coating. You can see there are some very minor scratches on the blade, just where it's kind of discolored a little bit. I have used this out in the woods a little bit, quite a bit, you know, shaving bark and carving wood and stuff like that with this, and cutting lots of rope and cutting plants and branches and stuff like that. It does everything that you would be using this out in the woods. I've done a lot of it, but the blade, you know, since it is S30V, it's a very hard steel. The blade edge holds up great, no problems with that at all. And it's just a great blade. It does have kind of that recurve shape, so it's going to be a little harder to sharpen, but I think that's a great blade shape for just overall cutting task, because that belly right there really cuts stuff really good. And you still get a nice tip on this. It is a pretty fat, beefy blade, but you do get a nice tip on this, nice and pointy. Yeah, it does have that very fat blade. On the handle, like I said, G10 with liner locks, nice thick liner locks, no problems with that at all. They, you know, stop just at the right place. They don't overdo it or underdo it. Nice and perfect. And there are some knives that I have like, especially some frame lock knives that have like the frame lock on this side and then just the G10 over here. I really don't like that, but I really like how they have liners on both sides of the handle on this one. It does have a back spacer on here, sadly, but you do have some open space right here. I say sadly because it makes it easier to clean the knife without the back spacer if it's just a flow through design. The G10 is perfect G10 in my opinion. Not too grippy, but just perfect in grippiness. It's very, you know, it's very textured. It's just perfect G10. All screw construction. You can take it all apart, obviously. There's the pocket clip. You can move the pocket clip anywhere you want. Tip up, tip down, left or right. I tried though, but I can't. This screw right here just won't come off. I actually stripped this screw right here. I had the right size screwdriver, and it was just stuck in there, guys. So I just am leaving it how it is and living with it, because I usually like to tip up more than tip down, but I just couldn't get this pocket clip moved, which is one thing I'm disappointed about in this knife. You do have a lanyard hole right here. It is very small though. I can't imagine getting any 550 cord through this, but you might be able to if you tried hard. But it is a very small lanyard hole. You do have jimping on the handle and a little bit on the blade here, right here, and also back here. Makes for a very ergonomic knife. All the curvature on the handle is perfect with the hand. It just fits your hand great, guys. This is a very ergonomic knife. The only problem I have with the handle is it's a very square shaped handle. There's a lot of abrupt edges right here, and when you're doing a lot of hard work, you know, pushing on something like that, when you're cutting, that really digs into your hand after a little bit and gets a little uncomfortable. But that's not too big of a problem. The uses for this knife, I think, would be if you like a big heavy-duty knife for everyday carry, this would be a good EDC knife. I have EDC'd it a couple times, but it's just not my favorite. It is a little heavy at 6.6 ounces. It is a pretty heavy knife. But if you like a good heavy-duty EDC blade, you know, you need tough cutting jobs to be done, this is a great knife for that. Maybe also last ditch self-defense. The blade is a little short though, but the handle's perfectly great for holding your hand in there good. So I think this could be a last ditch self-defense blade. But I think this is more of a working knife, guys, honestly. If you want a good self-defense blade, you can go look at a lot of other knives by Zero Tolerance. They make some good ones. But this one is just really a workhorse of a knife. You can almost do anything you want with this thing and just not break it. It does have a pretty decent price on it though. I think I got a great deal on this. $120 for the Kershaw, or the Zero Tolerance 0350. Which, by the way, if you guys don't know this already, Zero Tolerance is a branch of Kershaw. It's like basically Kershaw's branch of like high-end military knives. But yeah, $120 I got for this, and this thing is right up to like Emerson quality, guys. And Emerson, if you got an Emerson with the same stuff as this, you know, Emerson this size would probably go about $170 or more, depending on what you got. And so I think I really got a great deal on this. This thing is underpriced in my opinion. I would pay up to $170 for this thing. Really nice knife. Yeah, so this is just, it's nice and fast with that speed assisted opening. No problems with that. There's just really nothing I can say that I really don't like about this knife, except for that blocky handle. Besides that, it's really just a perfect working knife. Let me give you a more close-up view of some of it here. It's not my favorite blade design, but it does work really good if you're doing heavy-duty tasks. It cuts great, but it is a little harder to sharpen. Pocket clip's nice. It is a pretty short clip, but it holds on great. You can see how blocky it is there. This is just a great knife overall, guys. Zero Tolerance 0350. See you guys later.